He's getting picked on by the chicks. My brand new saw. I just need to put the wood on the rim. This will be a 200-foot run. Are you escaping church camp? Ah! This man still got his umbilical cord. He finally has a friend. The new garage doors are finally installed. Good morning, everybody. This is the end of week 1 of Master Ugu sitting in my kitchen for 3 days straight pooping. As you can see, Master Ugu likes to leave these big poops on the ground. They're mostly made of grass, so it's not that dirty. I'll just put these in the trash. This building's almost the office now, but I'm getting sick of him being in here while I'm still living in here. So we're taking Master Ugu to church camp. That's right, you guys. Master Ugu's going to church camp because every night it goes down to the 50s here. That's a little too cold for him to be outside every night. These guys are almost done putting in the new garage doors on the barn. And I just gave Big Ounce his big bowl of food. But I have some frozen mice and some cactus pads. We're going to be bringing these to Sean because Sean is taking care of Master Ugu and Gustavo for the whole winter. Or at least until we can get power ran to this building. Okay, we got Master Ugu all loaded up. That's me in the car. And ever since I moved the fencing here, this whole place has been so much nicer. I no longer have Patrick pooping on my porch, and the melons in front of my house are actually growing. Look how friendly this little man is now. Wow. Okay, here we are, church camp. I sure hope Sean is open right now. Okay, guys, we're here at church camp. This is Pastor Sean. The YOX2 reptiles. We're going to take this little guy for the first time ever. We're going to move him over here in the Nigel's enclosure. Look how happy this little man is. And this is much more of a natural looking enclosure with constant filtration and some water running as well. And little fellas to help him be enriched. Master Ugu, are you escaping church camp? Okay, so it turns out Sean does want to take our adorable little Gustavo boy here. And we are going to be taking Nigel and moving him into the back enclosure. Oh, he just gave him a little nip. Because of that, we don't want Nigel to be in here. So we're going to move Nigel into the back where Gustavo used to be. But in the last week, Sean has been grinding on building out these enclosures for his educational ambassadors. Garbanzo Beans is trying to lead me over to the food so I can feed him. Look at this happy little man. We have a little under half the ceiling on right now, but they're not coming out every day to get the work done. Sure hope they didn't run off with my money. This is the most exciting thing I've seen all day. Master Ugu is still exploring. But we're draining this and getting it ready for Nigel to live in. And pretty soon these sleepy tegus and this beautiful python will have a much bigger and more beautiful enclosure. Look how long the tail is on this beautiful little girl. And this is Master Ugu's first time, potentially ever, seeing another sulcata. He doesn't seem to be too interested. He do not care. After that, Sean made me go in all by myself to get his 3-foot Cayman out of the water. As you can see, these two are not really not getting along at all. So it's not really an issue of having them in here together. We just need to move Nigel into the back because Sean has a bigger and better plan for him. So today we're going to show you guys how to catch a Cayman crocodile. Beautiful little fella. Take a look at this, you guys. With this little guy, it's one bad move and I'd have to get maybe 2 stitches. Oh, I got you. Beautiful boy. Wow. This is such a cool animal. But take a look at that, you guys. This is a Cayman crocodile. The educational ambassador they use to teach kids about animals. Oh, he was making a little... They go from being real aggressive to calling for their mommy real quick. Okay, now that that's over with, we can go ahead and move him into the other enclosure. Nigel has been banished. He's going to be just fine in here. We're going to make this look all nice and pretty. A nice bathing spot up here. And now my son Gustavo has this whole place all to himself. Okay, we're gonna work on making this look nice and cute for him. Before we leave, I'm gonna give these guys some cactus pads. And I left a few in the fridge as a treat. I literally just picked these off of a cactus by an apartment complex nearby. And now Master Ugu finally has a friend. Man, he loves this cactus pad. Oh, look at that. What? Dude, don't touch it. And just look at those folds. Delicious. All right, everybody. It only took about an hour, but now we have fencing on this whole driveway. Now we don't have to worry about the goats getting into the driveway anymore and escaping through the gate. The new garage doors are finally installed. And man, we aren't even gonna have to invest anything into a heater for this whole winter because these windows let in so much heat. Thankfully, these ones do not, but I can still see from these little windows here everything that's going on outside. And all of these are airtight and insulate way better than the roll-up doors that we used to have. But because of these windows, we should be getting sunlight in here at all times aquariums for our reptiles. So we could even bring Gustavo back tomorrow. And if we can get electric ran to this building by this weekend, we can use this outlet and whatever else we want to run to this thing to put water filters, water heaters, and heat lamps in this entire building. And because of these bottom panels not being glass, I don't have to worry about these little dinguses running into it. Hobbo. Wow. Queen, what's in your mouth? Let me see it.
Let me see it. Let me see it.
Oh, it's an egg. And now she's just gonna go over here and eat it. Oh, she's perfect. But Poggo is still the only animal here with a soul. Okay, so our pumps don't work for the rest of this water. I'm just gonna go ahead and see if we can lift it out of here. Also, we got all this extra meat that I had in my freezer from forever ago. I'm just gonna give this to the dogs and the raccoon. This little dingus now has 2 bodies of water. He's got a deep one and a shallow one. I'll leave that food right there for him. He really loves it in this whole area all to himself. Look at this hungry hippo. Pogger's just scared away a big blue heron over there. Okay, so right now I'm gonna take off all the wood with this so we can put the nice liner in here. And then hopefully we'll never have to do this again. Okay, now that I got this off, I'm gonna go ahead and dump this water, drag the other liner in here and see if I can spread it out. Good morning, everybody. Another day, another big rig, dropping things off and waking me up at 7 in the morning. But today's the day we finally get sawed in here. The baby's wife and the baby are safe in here. And surprisingly, she doesn't care about the forklift driving by. Wow, look at these precious little things. Cutie Pie's already getting comfortable with the saw. Get out of here, boys. Go, get out of here. Look at this dang dingus already starting to eat my brand new saw. Good job, Cutie Pie. Go get. Patrick's making friends. Get off. Look at this little herd of goats and sheep that we got now. And Patrick's over there freaking out because of the noise. Oh my goodness. Precious little tiny fellas. I got you. Good morning, Papa Twig. Do you want to come back into my backyard? It's ready now. Come on, Patrick. Let's go, buddy. They actually are already destroying the sod. Look at this. Oh, my God. Okay, I got her baby. Come on, guys. Let's go. I got your baby. Okay, now I got them all in here. So these guys are close to my backyard. And I don't have to worry about them destroying anything or getting ran over by that forklift. Okay, now that I got Patrick in here, I'm going to see if I can get him to go over this way. The Cappies love their new water, and they haven't figured out that it's a nice toilet yet. So they haven't really been pooping in there all that much. Hey, buddy, how's your scar doing? Oh, but he's doing well. That's good. Oh, Cappy's escaping. This day is a nightmare. Come on, Patrick, let's go. Yeah, the Cappy got out. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. Yeah! Okay, now that I have this closed, I don't have to worry about the goats getting in here and pooping on everything. But look at this, you guys. Everything's coming together here. And if Patrick gets scared, he can just hang out back here behind this here barn. Hello, little friend. And I'm really glad that we did end up getting all this space in here. Pretty soon we're gonna need to fill this whole thing with gravel though, to keep this whole boy from eroding. And now the baby goats have this water right here with a cinder block in it so that if they fall in, they don't drown. Because these guys were just getting old enough to where they could drown in the big bucket. Okay, now the yard is kid-proof. These guys should be safe. Look at this cringe boy. He's always gotta know what's going on. Both these turkeys have leg issues now. And look how happy Garbanzo Beans is. And I put this in here for the baby so that he doesn't freak out while all these machines are driving by. He seems to be pretty content. Finally filled this thing all the way up with water. I just need to put the wood on the rim and cut the excess liner. And we got another shipment in. Man, was that stressful. Now we only have a few cars here. But this is what the house looks like, you guys. Last night I took all the stuff off the floor and the guys should be coming to clean and finish little things up pretty soon. Just put some texture here on the wall and the ceiling. And the loft trim is now finally painted. Oh, that's nasty. I shouldn't have done this. But it's all starting to look pretty decent. And it only took Big Ounce 2 years to make. Wow, all of my children are back in my yard again. And my grandchildren. And PewDiePie. This man still got his umbilical cord hanging off him. And this is our turkey enclosure. This whole place is just for Remington. All the Cappies are out here because we're replacing all the sod. The whole pond is nice and clear and you can see all the way to the bottom now. And that heron that we saw earlier cleared out literally half of my fish, so I don't even have to catch them anymore. I was planning on catching half of them and releasing them, but this heron just popped out of nowhere and did it for me. Sometimes there'll be like 20 cichlids all in this little spot, and I think that's where he just picked them all off because he was sitting right here. And because Pop Boy was in the back, he wasn't able to protect us. But look at this, you guys. I'm gonna scare Gort into the water so you guys can see what they look like when they're swimming underwater. But this whole place is really starting to look good. But at long last, the eagle enclosure is finally done. All of the ceiling panels are screwed in. The only thing we have to do now to finish this is just go ahead and fence in the middle. Once we put either slats or just the same type of fencing in the middle, this will be a 200-foot run. Any orphaned or injured baby eagles can learn how to fly and turn and hunt in a little pond that we have here. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with this stupid thing. I was thinking about just taking off all the wood. Maybe a place where we can put the babies when they're nesting in the summer. But we would probably just do that in the office. Still though, it's nice to have something like this just in case we want to turn this into a different enclosure. And if we get our permits taken away, I can just hoard peacocks or monkeys or lemurs or a gorilla or coyotes. Look at these beautiful women. What this man thinking about? And the Urban Rescue Ranch store is fully stocked, so we don't have to do any more cringe shopping. You've been getting picked on, and he's scared of these other cappies. And what's crazy is the women are picking on him. At first I thought, oh, this is because we have 2 males, but no, he's getting picked on by the chicks. I'm gonna go ahead and spray some blue coat on his back. Yeah, the female's chasing him around. Patrick still manages to just find his way into the driveway every time. But we are actually using Capybara fertilizer around the entire property to get this stuff planted.
We actually got at least 3 to 4 wheelbarrows of this stuff.
Boop.
And this is our pardon turkey enclosure for 2023. And garbanzo beans is still showing this weird bitey behavior. But the heron did leave us a few cichlids, and the gar are too big for anything to eat.
That's it for now, you guys. Thanks so much for watching this video. And we should be done with the rest of this sod by the time you guys see this video. Look how happy this turkey is. Oh!